So here's a few reasons why people think that depersonalization is the root problem whenever it's actually not. So number one, depersonalization is whenever you feel detached from your body. You feel like you and your body are a separate entity. And it's a trauma coping mechanism. Now, you hear the word trauma and you may think of a past event. That's a 20th century understanding of trauma, is that trauma is a past event. And not just a past event, but a very specific list of events are typically connected with trauma. Car accident, loss of a loved one, natural disaster, going off to war, things like that. And yet, a 21st century understanding of trauma would tell us that trauma is a state of overwhelming stress in the body and nervous system. Whenever our brain perceives threat or there's an actual threat, our nervous system will respond with a few different responses. First, we will try to look to co-regulation. We'll try to look to other safe people to calm us down. If that doesn't work, then we try to fight or flee. And if that doesn't work, we enter a trauma response, also called the freeze response. And this is essentially a mammalian defense mechanism that is your brain, body, and nervous system preparing to be eaten. It's technically playing dead, in hopes that the predator loses interest and walks away, because predators prioritize prey that put up a fight. But part of that freeze response is also sometimes something that happens called depersonalization or derealization, which is whenever the material world starts to feel fake. This is your nervous system shutting down, preparing for you to be eaten just in case the predator, lion, whatever, or some sort of danger doesn't believe that you're dead and decides to eat you. Depersonalization, realization are basically nature's last gift. If you're going to be eaten by the lion, you might as well not feel it. But the reason why we think that depersonalization is the problem is, number one, the symptom is absolutely terrifying. I've experienced a lot of things in my life, but feeling like my body was a separate entity, I would look at my hands and they didn't feel like my own. I'd look in the mirror, feel like a stranger. I felt detached from my head and my legs. It was absolutely terrifying. So we use deductive reasoning. Well, if the symptom's terrifying, it must be the root problem. But the second reason is because depersonalization makes us numb, not completely numb, but just very disconnected from our body. That's its purpose, right? Depersonalization is there to numb out your body, so that way if you're being eaten by a lion, you don't feel the pain as much. And that actually is why the symptom is happening, is because our body is full of chaos, tension, adrenaline, emotion, and fatigue, but we can't feel it. We don't understand how much buildup is there, so we don't really realize that our body is actually the problem. In fact, a lot of people that I work with, they actually don't think that there's a whole lot of tension, adrenaline, or emotion at all, but there is, and that's what we have to fix.